Let me let you, Sheila, tell a little bit about how you got started in Patti and Ronnie's kitchen, and we'll introduce them that way.
Great. Oh, I'd love to. Well, first, Patti and I go back a long time. Patti and I were in the same business, and we were holding meetings together. And someone mentioned something about breast and cysts in the breast. And after the meeting was over with, I kind of whispered to her and said, "Hey, you know, I've got this self-breast examination kit." And she got mad at me because she said, "I can't believe you've been keeping this a secret." And you know, that's the thing about Plexus. We're really good about keeping it a secret. And so she said, "I can't believe you've been keeping this a secret from me." So her and I started doing a couple little things and just integrating the breast kit in it. And then, of course, when the Slim came out and she saw that I had lost a few pounds, she wanted to know about that as well. And she was already an ambassador. And we decided to have a weight loss party. Now, we didn't have a clue who might show up at these weight loss parties, but she had some family members that wanted to lose some weight and some friends that wanted to lose some weight. So I went to their home to do a weight loss party. And, you know, it's amazing because I think maybe 6 people were there, and I think 5 people signed up and 1 person decided to buy the product. It was 100% you know, satisfaction guaranteed. Everybody wanted to know how to get involved with this business. And so because of Ronnie's amazing testimony is why we decided a couple months later to go full-time with Plexus. And so I had been at one extreme end. I didn't have any conditions. I just wanted to lose some weight. And then there was Ronnie with all his conditions, and he has an amazing testimony that he's going to share. And so we really just started this little group that we would go around and we would do events. And of course, Patti had not retired from being a school teacher, so she would sleep in the back seat, and Ronnie and I would try to keep each other awake by talking about everything that happened at Plexus. And we would go from event to event, but knowing that we could sleep in the next morning and Patti had to go to work. But I tell you what, we were the 3 Musketeers, and it was so exciting working this business with Ronnie and Patti. And we know we wouldn't be where we are today if it hadn't been for all of us just working together to create such an amazing ground floor. And with Ronnie and Patti at my side, it was a win-win for me. And so I am just thrilled to introduce to you my very first ambassadors that moved up in their ranks so quickly, and that would be Patti and Ronnie Cuevas.
Well, thank you, Sheila, for that introduction to them. Patti, you guys need to unmute your microphone, so if you can do that real quick. I am so thrilled, and I wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you again, Sheila, for having us as your adoptive downline over here in Pensacola. Wouldn't be anywhere without you guys, too. Got you guys unmuted. Thanks for joining us, Patti and Ronnie, for today. I'm going to have to call you Coach because I don't know. I can't call you Ronnie. You're okay with that, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So Sheila told us a little bit about meeting the first time there in the kitchen with the weight loss party. Patti, tell me a little bit about how your journey began with Plexus.
Well, as Sheila was saying, she and I were holding meetings together with another company, and as she said, someone mentioned breast kit. I have to say I didn't get too mad at her because of the fact that what Plexus has done for us. But that is exactly how we got started, when it was just a breast health company. Then the truth is, when the Slim was launched and all the teachers at school wanted Plexus Slim, I didn't have any. Well, being the frugal or tightwad or whatever person you want to call me, frugal, and knowing that the welcome packs are the best way, I actually, since Coach was coaching, he was busy, so I just signed him up without his knowledge just to get 4 bags of Slim at the cheapest price. So that is how I got started. It was a blessing to us because we all know, and I'm going to let him share his story in a few minutes, the results that happened as soon as he started taking the product. So, you know, just kind of God's dental, I guess you could say, we got started with this company. So.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's so cool. And Coach, go ahead and tell us about you and your medical history that you had going on and everything there with before Plexus.
Well, before Plexus, I just gained a lot of weight from taking some steroids and cortisone. I got Bell's palsy, and the doctor put me on all that, and I gained an extra 44 pounds. But since 1991, I was a 4-shot-a-day diabetic, and even taking 4 shots a day, my blood sugars in the morning when I test was in the range of 180, 200, 250, and if I was bad the night before, it was in the 300s. So, you know, Patty asked Sheila to come to our house to do a weight loss party, just like we do every time we go out in the community and people ask us to help build their business. We go do weight loss parties for them. We're old school. We don't do the internet that much, but we share the product with people one-on-one and with meetings like this. So we had a weight loss party at our house. Patty invited family and friends and stuff, and why Sheila was up there telling everybody about how the product helps with your weight loss and helps lower blood sugars and cholesterol and all that. Of course, I was eating all the sandwiches and chips while she talked, but I did listen, and I started, Patty didn't even know it, I started taking the little sticks of Slim and putting them in my pocket and going to work with them, and started taking them, and the first thing I noticed was after taking it for about 3 or 4 weeks, my blood sugar started dropping. In the mornings, I'd wake up, my blood sugar be in the normal range instead of real high, like I told you before. It'd be in the 80s and 90s and 100 range, and some nights I would bottom out, and that's the worst feeling in the world. If anybody out there is diabetic, when your blood sugars drop, it's the worst feeling in the world. And I tell people I was a football coach. All I knew about was X's and O's. I didn't know anything about how to adjust the sliding scale of insulin. So Patty made me an appointment to go see my endocrinologist, and Patty went with me. And I go in there, and the first time I go in there, my endocrinologist says, "Coach, what are you doing?" And Patty pulled a bag of Slim out of her purse and gave it to him. And that day takes my sliding scale and cuts it in half for my daytime insulin. And asked me to come back in 3 months. I go back to him in 3 months. I give him my charts again. He takes me completely off of my daytime insulin and told me to keep taking my Lantus, my long-acting insulin, at night, and come back in a month. So I go back to him that next month and give him my charts again. He takes me completely off of all 4 shots in a total of 7 months. And you know, I tell people all the time, it's God's gift. It's amazing products. I've lost a total of 75 pounds now. You know, gotten off of 4 insulin shots, gotten off of cholesterol medicine and blood pressure medicine, and you know, it's just God's gift.
And you were going to have surgery, but you didn't have to have surgery because of losing the weight, right?
Right. I was a football coach for 35 years, and my last year coaching, I had a bad back before football season even started in the middle of July. Football season starts August 1st. So I go to my back doctor, and I already had 1 back surgery about 14 years ago. And I go to see him, and I have an MRI, and I go back to him, and he said, "Well, Coach, your MRI proves to us that we need to do another surgery on you. This time we're going to put a rod in your back and fuse 2 discs together." And I said, "Well, football starts in 2 weeks. Can I wait till after football?" And he said, "Yeah, we'll help you through it." And they put me on Celebrex and epidurals and all that kind of stuff. And one night, Patty and I were watching TV and heard and saw a commercial about Celebrex and how it can damage your kidneys and liver, and you might need to consult a lawyer. When they said that, I stopped taking the Celebrex. But anyway, every day when August 1st came around, it's football practice time, and so I didn't have the back surgery then. I asked him, could I wait till after the season, so we did. And every day I'd go to football practice, and our trainer had to carry me around on a golf cart because I couldn't stand up for any length of time because my legs would go numb and just burn. So I'd get on the golf cart and go to different drills, and to the end of practice he'd carry me back and forth. But I started taking Plexus in September 22nd, and by the end of December, when we were going to have the back surgery, my back quit hurting me. At that period of time, I lost 36 pounds, and my back quit hurting me, and that's been 4 years ago. I have not been back to a back doctor since. I'm able to exercise now and walk and do things where I couldn't even stand up for 10 or 15 minutes without my legs going numb and just burning. But, you know, it's God's gift. It really is.
Absolutely. Isn't it fabulous how that just little pink drink that you drink every day has helped with so many things in y'all's lives. Now, you guys are Diamond and Sapphire ambassadors. Is that correct?
That's correct. I was the first male diamond in the company. It's Patti. I wanted to say this about Patti. We've been married 38 years, 39 this coming August, and she's lost over 40 pounds. And we've never knew each other at these weights in that 38 years. So, it's amazing. We've got a new start.
That is very, very cool. I hadn't heard you say that before. That's very cool. You never knew each other at that weight before. If you had a tip to tell somebody new, either one of y'all, I don't care who takes this question, what would it be to get them started in the business?
Well, I think I'm going to use Melissa Collins and George Collins. Get the product into people and get Slim into them. Let them taste it. Let them try it. And the product sells itself. We don't sell nothing. We share the product with people. And it's not something that Patti and I are not salespeople. We just want to share the product with people and help people get their business started. So we do a lot of traveling. When we were teachers and coaches, the only places we ever traveled to was football stadiums and softball fields because our daughters played softball. So we've never done any traveling. Now we're able to do that and go out and help people. As soon as we got back from Maui this past summer, and September, about 3 days later, we flew to Anchorage, Alaska to help a group up there start their business. So, we're able to travel and see the country now, and Plexus, it sells itself, so we don't have to go out and promote the product because all you got to do is get people to try it.
Absolutely. So you guys have ambassadors all across the country. Do you have any outside of the U.S. yet?
Yes, we do. We actually have a group in New Zealand that's growing, and they're very, very excited. So, and then other places, and then actually what has happened with us, I'm sure, Linda, there's a lot more, but, as you grow and you get large, some of them we don't even know where they are. So that's the thing that happens. But you said we are ambassadors, and I have to say this, how do we spread the word? I just don't think there could be a better choice for our titles than ambassadors, because you think of ambassador, you think of goodwill. So what I consider us doing is we're just out spreading good health. I know you said that pink drink. We call it the health drink because that is what it is, and we are just passionate about the product and just want to get out there and spread the product to people. And as a result, we have built an unbelievable business too. So it's amazing.
Thank you. That's a great way to put it, as that we are ambassadors, goodwill ambassadors, good health ambassadors. Very, very good thoughts there. I think you guys can see who's joining us next.
Yeah.
The third part of the I don't know, what are y'all called? The Three Musketeers. With Pastor Jerry and Miss Deborah there. How about giving us a little introduction for them?
Well, I would love to do that because, we got started, and hello, Miss Deborah and Mr. Jerry. We love y'all. And I guess I'll go ahead and continue. But, we got started with the business, and then Deborah was introduced to Plexus Slim, and I'm not going to steal her story. But I really didn't want to invade too much in her other business she was doing, so I kind of waited for her to call me, and as soon as she did, we all headed up to Ackerman. I heard Sheila telling the part about how she drove. She loves to drive, thank goodness, because I did not give up my teaching job at first, but I did take a day off, and we drove up to Ackerman and helped Deborah get started. And I consider Deborah, Sheila, Ronnie, myself, we're the core four. We were the first 4 Emeralds. We have had an unbelievable time, and I think on the next Emerald trip, we're going to steal the mic, and the 4 of us are going to tell you about the best first ever Emerald trip that we took. So it is amazing. We'll do that, and because it's a really funny story, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Deborah and Jerry are awesome people. They're both diamond ambassadors, the first diamond couple in the company, and just I can't say enough great things about them. It just all fits into place. It's just one big family. With Sheila and her husband, and actually they picked us all up when we went to Arizona. We all flew out to Arizona together, and we've just ridden in limousines together and just flown in hot air balloons together, and that'll be another story. Yes.
I've heard that story.
Yes, but they're just amazing, and I'm just going to turn it back over to you, Linda Lynn, to introduce and to take over the fabulous Lawson couple up there in Ackerman, Mississippi.
Thank you guys for being with us today, taking the time out of your Saturday. While Miss Deborah is unmuting her microphone, just want to tell you guys I appreciate y'all's inspiration for us and everything over here in Pensacola too. We've heard lots of stories, different stories from Sheila about you guys and y'all's adventures. So thanks for joining us today and taking time out of your Saturday.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye.